Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a lovely day. Welcome to today's episode of I Wish I Were Not a User of ublock Origin or an ad blocker, so that I could become one again for the first time and relive that first kick of dopamine I got when I did not see an advertisement on a shitty website. This here comes from a paper called The Sun. This email is from a viewer who says, recently I wanted to read an article from The Sun, and I was met with a quite unusual pop-up prompting me to pay to reject personalized advertisements. Not pay to reject advertisements, pay to reject personalized advertisements. Over here, it says, consent to personalized ads and cookies. Choose this option to continue browsing free of charge. Or pay to reject personalized ads. By choosing this option, you will see advertisements across our products, but they will no longer be personalized by the Sun or any of our partners. One of my friends, dating back like 20 years, his name is Jake Palumbo. He used to have this saying because he came from a part of Tennessee that was really, really religious, but he was considerably more liberal than me in a number of ways. And he would, but there's this funny way of just kind of making fun of some of the extreme ends of what he grew up with, where if I would do something like, I don't know, like I owed him money, so I would pay him back, but it was a week late. He would say something along the lines of, "That's mighty Christian of you, sir." And when I look at this, I can just kind of hear my old friend with that that smirk on his face, just saying, "Oh wow! So if I pay you, you're still going to advertise. You're still going to have all the ads on the website, but it's just you're not going to spy on me at the same time." Like, that's mighty Christian of you. That's the first thing that shows up when I think of this. Do you feel good about being an ad blocker or using an ad blocker? I do. I remember when I used to use Bloomberg News because I enjoyed Matt Levine's column. He had a great column on finance. He had a very good way of taking highly complicated issues and putting it into terms that were easily understandable. And I usually pay for things that I find valuable, that empowers me in my personal life to charge money for or advocate for myself when I'm doing something that I think is valuable. So I paid for Bloomberg. And I think at one point it was $40 a month. And I go to watch a video and there's an unskippable 45-second long ad. And that was the end for me. You want $40 a month for a paper. And I have to sit through a 1 minute long, almost unskippable ad. Nah. The great part about ublock Origin is, and you've seen me use it sometimes on this channel when I'm viewing a Facebook page or something like that, is it doesn't just block ads. It blocks anything that's annoying on the page that you want. So you can customize it to block particular elements that you don't like that show up in web pages. I don't usually tell you to install things here. I'm not usually telling you what to install or what to do or trying to control what you do with your computer. But one thing I would highly suggest that you all do right now, if you have the time, is check out something called ublock Origin. You'll thank me later. If you're using a newer browser, you may be limited in the features that you can get out of it because of Manifest v3 and how the new browser extension systems work. But just trust me on this one, that your life will be better if you install something called ublock Origin. The world is going to be better. Your internet pages are going to load faster. Your computer is going to have less bloated crap on it. And in general, you're just going to notice there's less visual pollution when you visit websites. And anytime I feel even the slightest bit bad about using this, I just have to remember that there are sites out there where even if I give you money, you're not going to stop. And one of the best ways to get rid of a lot of this parasitic garbage in the advertising industry, the constant desire to get your attention at any cost, the constant desire to collect as much data as humanly possible, is to make it so that advertisements don't make money. If advertisements were not profitable, if businesses spent money on marketing in these ways and they received no return on their investment, it would go away. And then there would be no demand for personalized ads. There'd be no demand for your personal data all the time, and you wouldn't have this visual pollution popping up everywhere. But above all, the type of content that you'd find online would be very different, because it wouldn't be the type of content that's trying as best as it can to get that short-term, quick hit of ad revenue the way that it is now. I think you'd notice the entire content creation ecosystem change drastically if it were not based on on advertising. So yeah, this is, if you... Just trust me on this one. I never on this channel, I'm going to tell you, like, click this, like install ExpressVPN, install Audible or any of that. But if you check out ublockorigin.com, it's ublockorigin.com, your life will become better. Just check it out. I'll leave a link down below. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye now.